laid off Tesla, a few other big companies I've seen, they laying people off right now because they gotta stay alive during this economic slowdown. Printed all that money and stuff with the stimulus and all this money they pushed out there, right? But it wasn't no new products being made, new jobs being given and all of that. So you got all this money chasing the same amount of product.
Turn it in the mouth. Turn it in the mouth. Stack, flip it. Turn it in the mouth. La. Go get that dough and we gon' turn it in the mouth. Re up and go and we gon' turn it in the mouth. We make that cash flow and then we turn it in the mouth. No, we ain't running low cause we gon' turn it in the mouth.
Hey, what up, my turning in the mouth? Bam! It's your boy Southside Black, turning in the mouth. I want to come on here today and talk about something that's big and important and impactful to pretty much everybody in America. And a lot of people probably that's at the how can I say it? People who are basically not rich or wealthy, your lower class, middle class, whatever, they probably not too knowledgeable on what's really going on, but it's a possibility that we are in a recession or headed to a recession. Technically it's like we pretty much in a recession. All it is pretty much economic slowdown. And you got companies not producing as much, people there's not as many jobs available. Some people actually getting laid off and things like that because everything's slow. It's like a drought. And not a lot of money floating, not a lot of products floating, things like that. But I ain't really here to get into too much of the technical stuff because I'm still learning about this myself. But I know enough to tell you what I'm about to tell you. And that's that we need to, of course, what we should have already did, if you turn it into more family, you should already have you like a stash fund, or what people call emergency fund, to where you got your little cushion for about 6 months. Well, anything happen with your job or anything, like you straight for a while till you figure something out, and until you get some more income or whatever. But that's one thing. But we talking about just in general right now, because we got like inflation high, and all that things cost more, and the feds, they increasing interest rates to decrease spending and stuff like that. And like I say, all this is going it's helping contribute to recession, an economic downturn. And like, you want to have cash, you want to have income. A lot of people get laid off. Tesla, a few other big companies I've seen, they laying people off right now because they gotta stay alive during this economic slowdown. If the same amount of customers and stuff not spending with them because they ain't really got it right now, if gas all this high and people trying to stay just survive, and they not really spending on those products, they don't need to make that much. And if they steady making that much and paying this much to their employees and all that, but all this inventory just sitting here, it's like they just wasting money and time and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And that's not sustainable. Their business probably gonna fail, so they gotta do what they gotta do to survive. And that's why people get laid off and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Which gonna be another point, which, well, really, I could talk about it now. Like, for one, like, make sure you, like I said, have a savings. Have your savings, but start thinking about some kind of side hustle too, outside of your job or outside of one source of income. Because having one source of income, having a job, and that's dangerous, that's risky. We talking about it now. Imagine your company, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say that, but like imagine the people that worked at Tesla, the people that got laid off. They wasn't expecting that. So, they gotta, lay around there and juggle and try to figure something out fast. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to really be, uh, in that position to where you don't have nothing coming in, you don't have no savings or none of that. If something like that was to happen. So I ain't saying it's gonna happen at your job, but what you can do is have you a side hustle of some sort. Whether it's online based, whether it's you doing something locally, whatever that is for you. I had made a video not too long ago, side hustle. I'm always making like a side hustle video at least every year, once a year, whatever. I'll link it at the end of the video. But check that out. You can also, I'm sure pretty people that made other side hustle type videos, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta find what work for you, what you like, what you could mess with, you know what I'm saying? What you into, something like that, so figure out what that look like for you. But besides that, have you some savings for at least like 6 months of your monthly expenses. Have that put up as a cushion. And then cut back if you can on spending. Cause that's gonna help too. Like that help like really gonna help decrease inflation because we got all these people when they printed all that money and stuff with the stimulus and all this money they pushed out there, right? But it wasn't no new products being made, new jobs being given and all of that. So you got all this money chasing the same amount of products, and that's why a lot of stuff went, out of stock fast, and they couldn't keep up with demand. They gotta pay more people to make more products and stuff like this, so they gotta go up on prices. You got the war going on, Russia, Ukraine, and they make oil go up and wheat and all this and that, fertilizer, all this and that going up. You know what I'm saying? And that's make our food prices go up. I heard about a meat shortage that they may be having. I just seen a video. I think Papa Doug posted it. I forgot what he worked for or whatever, but it's a possible meat shortage, which bring me to a point about like cutting back. Eat more vegetables. Eat more fruit. Meat high. I know y'all done seen that. I done seen buku people complain, oh, chicken costs way more. It's 3 times more, whatever, however many more. I'm vegan. I've been vegan since February of 20, last year. So it's like that could be one way you could cut back, right? Start eating you some more. It's a win-win because you eating healthier and you saving money. So you know what I'm saying, you winning both ways. And besides that, like little small stuff that you may spend. Let's just say you spent $5 a day on coffee, or whatever, cigarettes, whatever they may be. And some people, I guess it's hard for them to keep them. But anyway, let's just stick to coffee. $5 on coffee every day. That's $150 a month. That you could have been saving. You probably could have at least, let's just say, spent $20 a month and be making it at your, at home. A lot of people pay for convenience. Like you paying for convenience for a lot of that stuff. Fast food and all of that, you paying for the convenience, but it costs way more than that, especially when it comes to fast food, because it could cost you your health and eventually your life. So be mindful of that. Budget. See how much you got coming in a month. May sound crazy, but see around about how much you got coming in a month. See where all your money going. Look at your bank statements and all that. I got this, and that. You spend this much on food, all this and that. And you gotta see where you could decrease some of that without jeopardizing your well-being. Now, if it's some stuff that, makes you happy or you gonna feel different, you're not gonna really be able to function properly without it, then hey, you're gonna have to just find a way to increase your income or just do, like just ignore that. But try to decrease your spending as much as you can without jeopardizing your well-being and health and stuff like that. And lastly, I want to say, like I say, they might be laying people off and stuff like that. They already doing it. You don't know what's coming. Then we got AI and all this and that hitting. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that's going. I don't want to get into that, but hey, AI is replacing a lot of jobs. I know y'all seeing it. That's all I'm gonna say. But look, secure your job. Let the company know. Let your boss know, not verbally, but let them see. Show them why you valuable. What you really bring to the table besides just being another employee. Because they got, hire somebody, or they may feel like, oh, we don't really need them right now. We could save that money on that salary every year. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta let them see why you valuable. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm, boss, I got this, with this and that. I think we could really do this, and we'll be able to, sell more products or this and that. You know what I'm saying? Or see, the customers, they don't really like this. I think if we do this, we have a lot of more. Whatever the case may be, let them see your value. Show them why they really need you. You know what I'm saying? Just in case they think about laying people off, they gotta lay some people off. You won't be one of those people. Try to secure your position at wherever it is you at. And besides that, hey, just keep on turning it into more. Keep on educating yourself. You know, um, if you into the stock market and you have some extra money that you wanna invest for the long term, hey, may be a great buying opportunity because you getting a lot of these companies at a discounted price. A lot of people, they want to buy when it's hot, when it's tight, when everybody talking about, oh, you seen, oh, Bitcoin went up this much, Amazon went up this much, I won't get it. They don't talk about it during times like these, but this when the real investors make money because you buying it at a discount. So when it go back up to the normal spot, you already up. You up from way when it hit the bottom or whatever. You up from where it was at first. Let's just say Amazon right now, $100, and it go down to, let's just say $60. A lot of people scared. Like, oh, Amazon, it's going down. All this and that. You buying it at 60, so when the economy start really shaking back, you gonna have what? You gonna be $40 a share up, and then you gonna get all the growth that come after that. So a lot of people don't think this way. I'm putting y'all on game about stuff. So look, that's if you a stock market, if you're not really into that, you're not really educated enough to even stock picking stuff, get into use some, the index funds and stuff, ETFs and stuff. You can get into like the S&P 500. That's the top 500 companies in America. You ain't got to really stock pick. You could just buy into it, and they gonna pick out the bad companies. If they doing bad, the companies, they gonna take them off, replace them with good companies. And overall, the S&P 500, they average like 10% year over year. According to history. So however you choose, I'm not no expert in the stock market either, but I know a lot about a little and a little about a lot. So I try to help my people with what I do have and what I do know. Like I said, if I don't know it, I ain't gonna really, I ain't gonna talk about it. But if I know enough to put y'all on game about it, I'ma do that. So, and another thing, hey, I said this even before they said, like Jerome Powell and them, the Fed chair and stuff like that. Before he said it, I was like, man, real estate price is high right now. You trying to buy a house right now? We buy a house right now because the houses is overpriced. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say a house really worth in a neighborhood right now, really worth like 200 grand, right? But 5 people want to buy this house. Now you got, oh, well, this one person, they're like, man, well, they talking about 200 grand. What about, well, you might say, I want 210 because too many people bid. And somebody be like, man, I got 220. Then somebody else like, man, I got 230. Man, my family need a house. Somebody offered them 240 and they ended up selling it for 250, $50,000 worth more. Now, being you paid 250 grand for a house, and then when the market reset and stuff like kind of what we doing now, with the they increasing interest rates and stuff like that to decrease spending and stuff, make money more expensive. So look, when they do that, and the market reset and go back to where it's supposed to be, because it's a lot of that inflation going on, like with gas and all this and that food and all that. It's inflation going on with the real estate too. But the thing with that, you get a $250,000 loan on a house that's worth 200 grand. So when it reset and it's back worth and prices starting to sell for what they supposed to sell for, now you stuck with a $250,000 loan, but your house only worth 200 grand. And ain't no telling how long it's gonna take to be actually worth 200 grand. But you gonna be missed out on a lot of growth. Cause while everybody else bought their house in the neighborhood for 200 grand, you paid 250. Y'all get what I'm saying. But I don't want to make this video too long though. Be on the lookout for this recession. We probably technically we really is in a recession too. It's really two negative GDP quarters. But we don't know how this other one gonna turn out next month. So be on the lookout for that. So that way they could actually tell us, hey, we in a recession. But usually they don't really announce it until it's like, like on paper, like we in a recession, like I say, with the negative GDP. But according to like everything else, how everything else inflated and all this and that, hey, we in a recession. If you can go look, hey, a lot of people talking about it. Been talking about it for a while. So like I say, go look into that. Be cautious. Stack you some bread, save you some bread, secure your job, secure your bag. Make sure you got more than one source of income. Decrease your spending and stuff like that, and you'll come out on top. And then, like I say, be on the lookout if you want to be an investor. Hey, I recommend you check out Dr. Boyce Watkins. Start watching some of his videos. Stock market, you want to get into it on Wall Street Trapper, Jeremy, Financial Education, and who else? Meet Kevin. I say them four. You really want to get into stocks. That's that I could think of. Real estate, Meet Kevin again. Julian Gordon. Now that's my top two that I like. So far. I mean, there's other people, but just the way they teach and stuff like that, and the things that they talking about. That's the thing. Like, you gotta find somebody who you like the way that they teach and they perspective and stuff. Because I might like the way this person teaching their perspective and what they doing, but you might not like it. But you might like this person and the way that they do it. But as long as they know what they talking about and you can learn from them and implement that, hey, it don't even matter. So find somebody who credible, that's doing what it is that you want to get into on a professional level, and go from there. Skip your learning curve that may took them 10, 15 years to go through trial and error, spending money, messing up, and you could learn that in a month or two or whatever by just investing in a course. So would you spend this $1,000 or whatever, $500, $2,000 to save 10 years of your life of messing up and doing this and that? You think that's worth it? And you finna get it right back and a lot more? I think it is, me personally. I'm making I've been made investments like that, but I'm making more right now. You know what I'm saying? So, that's all I want to say to y'all. I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to bring that to y'all because, I know some people, we be in our own lives and stuff and just doing whatever we got to do. And a lot of our people, we don't really be knowing this type of stuff that's going on. Like I said, I'm just really learning about our economics and all this and that. I'm still learning. But like I say, with what I know, I share my knowledge to the best of my ability with my people, my turning into more family. So without too much more being said, if this video helped you, hit that like button. Share this video with somebody because you might help change somebody's life. Save somebody from doing some messed up things. Save somebody from being unprepared. Just in case this really is what it is, but it really is, you might help somebody's life tremendously by sharing this video. So send this to somebody. Send this to a few people, the people that you care about. Let's have a conversation. Leave your thoughts down below. If it's something that you feel like that could help contribute to, because you may know more than me. So if it's something you feel like you can contribute to this conversation and let people know, hey, put the comments down below. And definitely don't forget to turn it in the mode.
We up and going, we gon' turn it in the mode. We make the cash flow and then we turn it in the mode. Nowhere running low, cause we gon' turn it in the mode. Yeah, all I know is stack it, flip it. I told them I ain't got it, now they hacking.